Welcome back to the channel, my Padawans. Today I want to go over a subject that is crucial to your hair growth and overall hair health. I want to go over my top 5 ingredients to avoid when shopping for some products at your local store. Also, I want to compare some of the ones that I have here currently, and maybe you can swap those out for something that you currently use. And then lastly, we're going to hit the comment section. So without further delay, let's jump into the video. So let's take a step back at the basics just for a second. How does our hair grow in the first place? Well, each strand of your hair begins at the follicle under your scalp. Just like every tree begins under the soil at its root. And just like a tree soaks up water and nutrients from the ground, our hair follicles soak up nutrients from the food that we eat and turns this into the material our hair is actually made out of. As the follicle creates more and more hair material, it begins to pile upwards in a column until it eventually pokes out of your head. The bottom part of this material is alive, but what we actually see on our head is in fact dead. So you may have thought it's all about what topical you put on your head, but in actuality, what we put in our body makes all the difference. Makes a huge difference, in fact, in our hair growth. In addition to this, what we put on our head absorbs into our body and into our bloodstream. So in summary, you should always choose the safe and natural, toxic-free ingredients, not only for your body, but the same is true for your hair. Understand this, health is always key. You may just think you're on this journey to grow your hair out long, but it all is connected. Healthy body, healthy scalp, healthy hair. Now let me ask you this question. Have you ever actually read the ingredients label on the back of your hair products? My guess is probably not. And if you haven't, then let me tell you this, it's actually pretty scary. There's over 12 toxic ingredients to avoid in shampoo and conditioner, mainly because they've been linked to causing cancer or other various diseases. Even products labeled natural or safe still have some of these toxic ingredients that you should avoid. My rule is that if you can't eat it, then you probably shouldn't be putting it in your body in the first place. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's jump into my top 5 ingredients that you should avoid. Number 1 is going to be sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS for short. So get this, SLS is actually a surfactant found in many cleaning products. Also, it's an insecticide. The ingredients in SLS can cause things like cancer, they can cause liver damage, skin rashes, depression, diarrhea, and even eye damage. Not something you want to put in your hair.
Isn't that a daisy?
Ingredient number 2 is going to be polysorbates. Now this ingredient is often found in conditioners. It's used to dissolve fragrances or other kind of oils that are in the product. In fact, it leaves a residue on the skin and the scalp, and it destroys the natural protective barrier of your skin and your scalp. Polysorbate 80 is going to be one of the worst of the bunch. Ingredient number 3 is going to be cocamidopropyl betaine, or CB. CB is used as a foaming agent in the product, but many times it gives people skin and eye irritation and allergic reactions. Moving on to number 4, dimethicone. Now listen to this next one for your hair. Dimethicone is a silicone that makes your scalp and your skin really dry and irritated and forms like a plastic barrier on the outside of the skin. And it traps bacteria and other things and impurities underneath it. In addition to this, it's an eye irritant. Last on the list is number 5, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, which you may know better as table salt, is used as a thickener in shampoo and conditioners that contain sodium lauryl sulfate. And it could very well be the cause of the dry and itchy scalp that you're feeling, in addition to hair loss. Also, if you do things like keratin treatments, avoid sodium chloride because it actually undoes the process quicker. So after going through those 5, do any of those sound like anything you want in your hair or on your body? I mean, it completely defeats the purpose of growing your hair out healthily. You heard things like dry your scalp out, skin irritation, allergic reactions. All these things will just damage your hair, prevent your hair growth, and obviously it'll make it less healthy. If you want to have healthy growing hair and for it to grow as fast as possible, then choose the right products with the right ingredients. We talked about this in the last video. You feed your body with crap, you're going to get crappy results. And the same is true for your hair. Now let's move on to the next portion of the video where I compare some of the products that I have with some of the ones that have terrible ingredients like we just went over. The first one I'm going to show you is pretty common. It's a Suave 3-in-1. Now, most guys think that 3-in-1s are perfect, right? You got one product and it covers everything. But these are some of the worst. Let's take a look at the ingredients label and then listen for the red flags yourself. So the golden rule is the first products in the ingredient label are going to be what are the most concentrated. So right off the bat, we've got sodium lauryl sulfate, CB, sodium chloride, dimethicone. Now I'm going to read the front of this because it uses some fancy words to make you think that you're putting something good in your hair. Salon proven, infused with charcoal, deep cleaning formula. So you have to be careful with what you read on the front. Instead of reading the front label, you actually need to be reading the back. This next one I have actually came from TJ Maxx, and it's a 3-in-1 wash for hair, face, and body. Now, the ingredients on this actually go around the label. So starting at the front, water, sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium chloride, CB, polysorbates. So right off the bat, we're hitting half of the list that we went over earlier with that one. Now this last one I'm going to show you is a little bit deceiving and confusing because it's actually got a lot of really good oils and ingredients in the label, but there's still some of those that we have to worry about. This is a frizz control spray. So on the back, we've got water, glycerin, polysorbate, and then it goes in to some of your aloes and your oils and your extracts. And then towards the bottom, it's going to show some things like your fragrances and your alcohols that you don't want. So with one like this, you just have to be careful and read. Best thing for you is going to be to stay with those natural oils and not the other additives that they put in with it. When you're going through the store and looking for products for your hair, look for things on the front label like no sulfates, no parabens, uses natural oils, no harsh chemicals. And then you can turn and look at the back label and make sure that it doesn't have anything on there that was on that list that we just went over. Two of the best things that I use besides my shampoo and my conditioner is a leave-in conditioner and an oil that I actually make myself. And it's considerably inexpensive. All you need to do is get a bottle and go to the store and look for oils like jojoba oil, argan oil, almond oil, hemp seed oil. Any of those natural oils will come in a bottle. You can actually go to your local store and get almond oil pretty easily. Then you're gonna find an essential oil, but this is mostly gonna be for the scent that you're gonna put in it. All I did with mine was get jojoba oil and some almond oil, mix it together and put a drop of peppermint oil in it for the fragrance. Now the last product I'm gonna go over with you is actually what I use for my shampoo, my conditioner, and my leave-in conditioner. Now I'm in no way sponsored by this company, but Arbonne is what me and my wife use for our hair, skin, and cosmetic needs, in addition to some other things that they offer that we use every day. Now my wife does sell these products, but there's a reason why, because we actually went a year and used the products first to see if we liked them, and then she decided to jump into the company and start selling them because they work so good. And the reason these work so great is because they don't use any of those harsh chemicals. They're all natural. Arbonne bans over 2,000 ingredients, and compare that to the FDA, they only ban 11 chemicals. So that speaks for itself. Right off the bat, you're putting good things into your hair. Instead of me having to go around to a store and read every single ingredients label, I feel comfortable and confident that what I buy from this company is gonna come in and be good for my hair, my skin, my cosmetics, whatever I buy from them. The other one I have here is my leave-in conditioner. Now this bottle may seem small, but it actually goes a long way. One of the perks to their many products is you don't have to use very much of what they give you. I might take another leave-in conditioner, we'll use this as an example. A big bottle of leave-in conditioner, and it might last me a month because I have to use a lot of it because it's diluted. Or I can take a smaller bottle of this and it still lasts me a month because I'm only using maybe a dime size. So the cost benefit, there's no question in my mind, which is another reason why we started using their products. The last one I have here is my hair oil. Now I know I showed you earlier that I make my own, and I did make my own up until a certain point when I discovered that they sell a hair oil. So I told my wife, obviously, yeah, order me some of that. So I juggle between the two. I like making my own oils because it's kind of a hobby. I make them for my face and my hair, and I like the smells that I can add to it. But this one right here feels so good in my hair. So guys, if you want any of these products, go to the link below, copy it, paste it to your browser, and that'll take you to my wife's page, which you can order anything you want on there. Browse through it, look at the prices, ask questions, whatever you need, and we'll take care of you. Now, if you don't use any of these products, it's totally fine. Just make sure that you're getting products with good ingredients to optimize your hair growth. Now that that's out of the way, let's jump into the comments. So first comment, This is from Yao Gabriel. Your hair grew a lot in 1 year. Do you have a washing routine to make it that way? I don't have a washing routine necessarily. I just kind of go by how my hair feels. Like I said in the previous video, don't wash it very often. Shampoo is like you only use it when you need to clean your hair, and even then just wash like the ends of it and just water through the top. I pretty much have to wet my hair every single day, especially with the job that I have because it gets dirty, but I don't shampoo. I will wash it with water every day in the shower, and I will use conditioner most days, but on days like the weekend where my hair is not getting dirty, I won't wash it at all. I'll let it go a day or two without washing it. And then Monday hits, I'll wash it again, conditioner, and I'll only do shampoo like once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on the dirtiness of my hair. Second comment, what product do you use on your hair to make it flat? This is one thing I mentioned also before. In that early stage, if you want your hair to flatten out and not grow out so much in the awkward stages, you're gonna need to use some sort of hair hardener like a spray or a gel. Now I know these have harsh chemicals in them, but in order to get past that awkward stage, you just kinda wanna use it if you wanna get past it without looking terrible. Last comment we're gonna hit today is from Baby Yoda. How many months do you think it would be past the awkward stage? I'm 16 and I've been growing mine for more than 2 months. There's no getting past the awkward stage. Pretty much when you hit, if your hair's similar to mine, I can't speak for every hair type, but if your hair's similar to mine, when you get past a year, that's when you start noticing it getting easier. Within that first 12 months, you're gonna hit a new awkward stage every 2 months. So it's gonna be trying to figure out what products work best for your hair to get through that second month awkward phase, and then the next month comes by, or the next 2 months come by, and you hit a new awkward phase. So play with your products and just see what helps you get through. You're also gonna need to use accessories. Accessories are a huge part of getting through the awkward stages. As always, thanks again guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you wanna keep up with my content, and then if you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you won't miss another video from me.
Goodbye, old friend. May the force be with you.